I like how you named it Happy Haunts.
Because I couldn't think of the title, and I knew we were going to be talking about happy
It's
haunts.
literally paranormal. It's
I
one
know,
word.
but like
It's literally an
when people talk
adjective.
about it, they talk about happy haunts, you know?
That's true because that's what it was first described as.
Exactly. So I hear a lot of happy haunt stuff. And when I was thinking about it, I was thinking about how people wanted happy haunts and now it's paranormal and people are like complaining about it, you know?
Because people are horrible like that. Like it's not that serious.
It's really not.
And
Why
it
are
never
people mad?
will be. People are mad because they wanted it a while ago, but they don't want it now. Hey, this is Taurus Talks, the show that's not about zodiac signs.
You sound so stupid. Stop. I like that Bonehilda is coming back.
I do too. I know she won't be, but I wish it was base game.
When I had The Sims 3 Supernatural, I rarely used Bonehilda. I mean, unless I was doing a specifically supernatural playthrough. I know some people say that they use Bonehilda all the time,
Me, I did.
but it breaks the like story for me. I don't know.
I mean, the thing is that she didn't work that well.
I can't even remember because, like I said, I didn't use her that often, and I definitely haven't used her recently.
Yeah. Well, basically, I've not played SimCity Supernatural in like a good year and a half.
Hmm.
But basically, even anytime your Sims would like food, she'd clean it up right away. Like no
She's
matter what it
that type
was,
of
she'd
maid.
clean it up right away.
I feel like in bigger houses she didn't do that because whenever I had Bonehilda, I had like these big gothic mansions.
In bigger houses, she'd get overwhelmed and wouldn't do anything.
Yeah,
So
that's why I stopped using her because she literally didn't. I felt like she didn't do anything.
I know, and
So maybe that's what it was. Maybe I just need to try her again with like a medium-sized house.
yeah, and I hope they redo her. Like obviously they're going to, but
I
she
mean,
looked
it's the Sims
exactly the
4. They
same.
can't even sit at the table and eat properly, so I doubt that Bonehilda is going to be coded properly.
Oh no, there's gonna be issues. You know there is.
Yeah,
Also, the
there's
fact that
going
they
to be
haven't
mods
tried to
to fix it
fix,
though.
yeah,
The
there has.
Sims 4 modding community is so much better than the Sims 3. Like,
I
it's
know.
insane. I don't know if it's
Sims
like the system that the Sims 4 is running on, if it's like easier to code, but there's so much more mods for it.
personally, I feel like it's the fact that The Sims 4 doesn't have enough, so it's easy to
That's
think of what it
true. I played
needs.
The Sims 3 for years without mods because I was young. I was scared to like mod the game. I didn't really know what it meant necessarily.
Yeah,
But now, obviously, I know it's really simple. But then I didn't. I'm so glad that I got into modding before The Sims 4 because if I was scared to mod The Sims 4, I would have dropped it so long ago. It's
hmm
so boring.
I mean, I
What can
don't
you
play
do in
with
base game?
that many mods, surprisingly.
I play with a lot. I have hundreds of mods in my game.
I have a lot of CC.
That's true. I guess the hundreds of it could be CC. I have at least 100 mods though.
I have so much build CC. It's insane.
Ooh, I should get some build CC. I don't have a lot
Yeah.
of build stuff, but I do have a lot of like clothing and hair, especially since the hair for black girls sucks.
Oh, I
And I
know.
just got a membership to simsdom.com or whatever. So I downloaded a whole bunch of like black girl hairstyles. Very
Yeah.
looking forward to that.
You know what I didn't understand? How they made that whole big deal, how they're like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna make our game more inclusive and everything. And they did the whole skin tone thing, which didn't even work out that well. Um, but then they said, oh yeah, we're gonna change a lot of the black hairstyles, right?
And they did barely anything. I thought they were gonna add black hairstyles since there were like five in the game,
That
but
would have made a
no,
bigger difference than anything.
exactly. Instead, they like changed some minor details of the ones we already had. Like, no, please give us more.
And of the ones they changed, only two of them were base game.
Exactly.
And I was
And
like,
can we talk about how ugly that afro is anyway? That is not
yeah.
no. Like, stop. Can you look at some real people and not? I don't mean real people from the '80s. I don't mean
Literally.
Michael Jackson when he was 5. I mean, like modern day. There's some beautiful afros on TikTok. Take a look.
hmm
Honestly,
Like, they're getting better. Snowy Escape, I feel like I love that pack, first of all.
I did not play with it for that long.
Really?
I liked it. I enjoyed it, but I didn't play with it for that long.
I
It got tedious,
Yeah, I just recently bought it when it was on sale half off because I was like, don't mind if you because I'm never gonna pay $40 for one.
literally.
That's not happening. And even then, when I played it, I was like, this isn't $40 worth. It's worth 20, which is what I bought it for.
Yeah, I feel like it's worth 20. I feel like honestly it probably should have been a game pack.
One
But at the same
thousand
time,
percent.
they haven't really established what's a game pack, like what's a stuff pack, and like what's an expansion pack. There's so many things that it's like this should have been a game pack and this should have been an expansion pack and like vice versa, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me
Well,
look
it
up.
just feels like the game packs. I have no problem with any of them. Like, yeah, they don't have that much content, but they're a game pack. Like, they're meant to be less because they're sold for less.
Yeah, and I get that. But I feel
They
like some of
shouldn't
them
charge
should
40
have been
bucks.
expanded into expansion packs.
Oh, you
Like,
mean Parenthood?
yeah, like Parenthood, that should have been generations.
Yeah. And if they make a generation, I don't want them to because that you can tell right then and there it's a cash grab.
It is. Well, but at the same time, everybody is asking for it. So it's kind of a lose lose for them because there's going to be the people who are saying it's just a cash grab, especially if it's bad, which you know it will be. And
Yeah.
then there's going to be the people who just don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
I like to Discover University, but if we compare it to like The Sims 3 University, I mean, I feel like we got so much to do in The Sims 3 University.
Sister
And the
University
thing,
came with the whole social groups thing. It had a bunch of new
yes, and
skills.
I loved the campus. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like part of the limitations is with The Sims 4 being closed world. And here's my compromise with it. I feel like instead of doing a full closed world, what they should have done was have clo- closed or slash open neighborhoods, whatever you would want to call it, because I should be able to go to my neighbor's house. I should be able to go to my neighbor's apartment, stuff
Or
like that,
yeah,
or
or if
across
there's like
the
a
street.
park next to you,
Exactly. You can see everything in the park already. Why can't I just walk to it without a loading screen?
that's why I don't get why certain places are even loading screens. Because you can tell they can make places that aren't loading screens. Like in what is the Get Famous world called?
Or in Journey to Batu, that whole thing, like there's three neighborhoods, and each neighborhood is this big open area. I don't really like the shells. The shells are kind of ugly. I do wish there were actual walls and stuff, but I get that they had to do shells for like the way that it looks. But for the Sims 4 like regular world, you would have the walls and stuff be there.
Did you like
Uh,
Journey to Batu?
No. No, I played it for like a few minutes.
Yeah, I didn't buy it because I was not about to waste my money.
Why couldn't they have neighborhoods like they have it in Batu? Even though
Yeah,
Batu is like a shitty pack, I like how they did the big open neighborhoods and you didn't have to have a loading screen to go like from the bar to the pub. That's the same thing. Um,
from the bar to like the
from the
pub.
bar to like the hut where you buy robots, whatever. I don't know. I'm not really a Star Wars fan like that. I don't know all of the terminology. I
They're
know like
called
the basic story,
droids.
but huh?
They're called droids, not robots.
They are called droids. I was blanking on it. I've watched Star Wars with my dad. We have like Star Wars stuff in our house. I don't know why I blanked so hard on the word for droids.
I think we need to go back to the whole game pack expansion pack thing because
Oh
in
yes,
my mind, expansion packs should be something that come with at least one world for
yeah.
no matter what, unless it's seasons that I can get by. I really feel like it could have been Mount. What is a mountain called?
Mount Kamarebi, I think
Yeah,
is what it's called.
Mount Komorebi. It could have told.
Um,
I deeply think seasons and that pack could have been combined.
I'm looking at the expansion packs right now. I think they did all come with the world, except my thing is get to work. That world does not count. That is 3 lots. I never use that world. I always forget it exists. What is it called?
I
Magnolia Promenade?
I love Magnolia Promenade.
Why?
Because the one lot they have open there is a place where I like to live, and that town, when you live there, is actually really pretty.
But there's only 3 lots. I mean, I guess you could do like a kind of small town
Mm-hmm. And
style
if
little
you
story
get rid
there.
of the stores because I don't go in their stupid stores.
Yeah, the retail stores are not that good.
The
Get to Work
retail
was not that good of an
system,
expansion. We only thought it was good because one, it was I think it was the first expansion
it
pack,
was the first.
and two, getting to work, like having active careers, is something that we've wanted for so long, but that we failed to talk about. Or maybe we didn't. I wasn't really on Twitter back then. That was like what,
Hmm.
5 years ago. I was not on Twitter then, so I don't know. Maybe they did talk about it, but we had three careers, only three that were active. Like,
Which, if you
make it
compare it to its like predecessor, which is obviously supposed to be Ambitions, it's like nothing.
right. Like we got oh my god, we got so much with Ambitions.
Sims
So
3
many.
Ambitions is one of the most perfect packs to ever exist.
I love Ambitions is definitely one of my faves.
It's in my
I
like
really
top four.
it definitely is. I loved World Adventures too. I really liked Ambitions and World Adventures.
Hmm. I have been playing World Adventures for the first time because I rebought Sims 3 because they had a deal where if, for $20 it was the base game, Late Night, World Adventures, and Generations.
And those are literally some of the best packs.
Exactly. And then I bought Ambitions
And
on the side.
what's hard for me with The Sims 3 is I started playing it. For one, I started playing it after all the packs had come out, and two, I was a child. Like I was pretty young when I was playing The Sims 3. So I didn't really think about, oh, this is coming with this pack and this is coming with that pack. And I didn't think to look at all the features of each pack. And I didn't buy them in order either. So it's a whole different experience than my experience with The Sims 4.
For
But
sure.
even if it wasn't, I feel like the Sims 3 base game was so good it wouldn't have mattered.
Hmm.
Because I had just the base game for so long. I didn't know expansion packs were a thing.
Yeah, the only, for like a good 2 or 3 years, the only pack we had was Generations.
Actually, I had when I got it, I did have an expansion pack. I had Island Adventure because I think I got it for Christmas or
I
like my
love
birthday.
Island Adventure.
And I know I was so happy that that was one of the first packs I got, even though it's not like if you're gonna have a first pack, it should probably be like Generations or something. But
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Island Adventure or whatever the hell it's called. Isla Paradiso, Island
Island
Paradise,
Paradise.
Island Paradise. Isla Paradiso is the name of the world.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, and it's really nostalgic for me. I know it's really buggy. That's one of the only worlds that was really buggy, but I was able to fix it up now that I have a better computer and I searched some things up on how to fix it.
That world
But
and the one that came with Supernatural always bugged out for me.
my supernatural world was fine, but that one was really buggy. And I think it was because it was so insanely huge. That world was huge.
It was
I couldn't even
massive.
complain that it was buggy. It was so big. And not only did you have that big main world, you had all of these undersea locations.
Yeah. That
I was
literally,
so disappointed when I got into The Sims 4 Island Living or whatever it was called, and they didn't have underwater things for my mermaids to go to.
I, the fact that mermaids were just like added and got nothing,
They got nothing.
they're just
Like
there.
I because the mermaids in The Sims 3, I mean they were a little lackluster, but you could eat raw fish. You had these whole underwater worlds to explore, and they did really good in vampires. They gave
Yeah.
vampires a lot. So I was like so excited for these mermaids. I'm like, okay, The Sims 4 is doing good with the cult stuff. We're gonna have great mermaids, and considering that the worlds are closed, we're probably gonna have like a hidden world that's a world that the mermaids are swimming underwater. You know how
Hmm.
like that one they have a few hidden worlds, like the one behind the tree in Willow Creek or whatever.
And then all the
I
ones that are in the camping world.
Yeah. So I was thinking it would be like that, and we would get a whole at least one. I wasn't expecting a lot from The Sims 4, but I was expecting at least one underwater world for mermaids to explore.
I was expecting a reason to go in the water.
Literally, they don't do anything.
Like you can't like okay, Sims 3 you can get a snorkeling skill. You could get like the
Oh my god,
houseboats.
I loved. The snorkeling and the houseboats. The houseboats really I loved. Oh my god.
I know, because you could literally live anywhere.
Exactly. Every time I go to that world, I get a houseboat. I cannot live in Isla Paradiso without getting a houseboat.
I know. And they're really easy to use. Like they appear like they look like really hard, but they're so simple.
Yeah.
Which I like simple things.
The only literally if The Sims 3 had The Sims 4, mm, part of me likes the graphics better of The Sims 4, but part of me doesn't because it's like super cartoony, but it's easier to animate, which I think is why there's so many more mods
Yeah.
and the
I
good
really
mods with the
think
animation.
if Sims 3 had the Sims 4 build and buy thing, especially buy mode,
Yes, that's what I was gonna say next.
because Sims
Bye.
4 building and buying is what carries the game.
It is. It's one of the only reasons I go back to The Sims 4. The
Yeah.
creative sim and the build and buy. Because when I'm in creative sim in The Sims 4, I'm longing to go. I mean, in The Sims 3, I'm longing to go back to The Sims 4. It's so slow too if you have custom content.
Yeah.
No, it's slow regardless because I didn't even because I like re-downloaded it on my laptop and I didn't really have any custom content. I just had all the packs installed. But with all the packs installed, it's so slow and it takes so long. Like you can't easily I don't make Sims how I want them to be in The Sims 3 because it takes so long for the accessories to load. It takes so long
Oh, I
for me to go
know.
back to hairs and change for them to have a different hairstyle for formal wear. It takes so long for me to go and change their makeup for each outfit. So I just don't do that stuff in The Sims
Yeah.
3. But the gameplay makes up for it.
Exactly.
But building, oh my god, I cannot build for shit in The Sims 3.
No, and the lighting. Oh my god, I can't even get on the lighting.
The lighting is so bad. Why is the lighting so bad in The Sims 3?
Like I have no excuse for it because there's no saving it.
It's either really weirdly dark or everything has this insane glare on it, or both somehow.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
Mhm. No, I agree. Sims 3 Island Paradiso. I get so happy talking about it. The resorts were a thing. Sims 4, they're not. That I don't understand. You know for a fact, whatever game pack they do next is going to be hotels. You know it is. You know it is.
I feel like we're definitely going to get hotels. By this point in The Sims 3, they had announced The Sims 4. I think they had released The Sims 4.
Yeah.
Can we move on?
Which this is what's infuriating me. How should I say this? Island was Island Living. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
In Snowy Escape, they could have been one pack too. I think because they're such polar opposites, they could have been in one. And they could have both
Actually,
been
I see
vacation
what you're
worlds.
saying. I see what you're saying there.
And they could have added the hotels and resorts feature with that. And
Definitely.
it could have
I
been like
want to
go on
know
vacation.
what is with their stuff packs and being like
The
low key
best
game packs.
the stuff packs carry.
Yeah,
Tiny living.
the stuff packs in The Sims 4 are not like stuff packs in The Sims 3. I didn't get a single stuff pack because it was such a waste of money. $10 for something that I could download on the Sims resource.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? But the Sims 4 stuff packs add more than stuff. And I think there's a reason for it. I think it was a cash grab, and I think it's because nobody bought the Sims 3 stuff packs and they needed a reason. They needed at least one reason for people to buy stuff packs. So
Hmm.
they gave one feature in every one.
Like a hero object.
Exactly. That's why you can have the ability to knit in one of them. That's why what the hell do you get in luxury party? Nothing?
Absolutely nothing. No, you get a
Like,
buffet table.
what's
You
the
get a
point of
buffet table.
perfect patio. You get hot tubs. Should have been base game. I think it is now,
It is
but
base game now.
cool kitchen. You get ice cream cones. I think that was an item I think you could buy on the Sims 3 exchange.
Yeah, you could also buy a deep fryer.
The Sims 3 exchange is it's how do I put this?
That is
Scam.
a scam.
Scam. Period.
The
It's a scam.
definition. The
Why
definition
do
of.
I need to spend $20? Why do I need to spend $20 to get a chicken coop?
Yeah. No kidding.
Those points were insane, and I don't think you could earn them. I don't think there was a way you can earn them. At least
No.
not enough that would ever actually add up to anything.
No, actually, you know, I think you got a couple for adding a friend, but not enough that would get you anywhere.
Yeah, everything cost so many points for no
Oh my
reason.
god, speaking of friends on The Sims 3,
That was really weird. I hated that feature.
there's okay, you're not gonna agree with me at all. Sims
Let's
3
hear it.
Showtime is one of the best things ever created.
I really enjoyed that pack, but I didn't like that my Sims will always get wishes to send their people to host or like get a host or whatever.
Well, you could go on tour,
Yeah, I guess
which
that's what it
I
was.
found was so cool.
But I never had any friends.
I had one and we didn't even know that.
Like I said, and I started playing it like way late. So I feel like nobody was really using that feature anymore. So I
Yeah.
never had anyone, the friends I did have, I never had anyone invite my Sims or open their stuff to request or accept my request because you had to request. You couldn't just send them, you had to request. That was the issue.
Mm-hmm.
If I could just send them off, I would have loved that feature. But I can never send them on tour because nobody uses the online feature anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you get in Romantic Garden?
A wishing fountain.
Lame.
There's a
Spooky?
reason spooky stuff has the Halloween party and the trick or treat table.
Lame.
And I believe it adds Halloween to your seasons thing.
There wasn't Halloween already in seasons.
No,
Are you
there's
kidding?
not. There's literally not.
That's so stupid.
You can add it yourself when you like do the whole like add a holiday thing.
But nobody comes to your door.
Nobody comes
That
unless
was
you have
such a
spooky
fun
stuff.
feature in The Sims 3 seasons when little kids and the teenagers will come to your door and ask for candy.
Mm-hmm.
And you could send your kids off trick or treating to all the houses, and you could prank their houses. You could TP someone's house and egg their house. I loved it.
Yeah, that was generations.
Yeah, that part was generations, but the trick or treating was seasons.
Yeah.
But that's another thing with the Sims 3 packs. They work so well together. Sims 4 packs don't really do anything together.
No, you're right. Like with Sims 3, you could tell that all the packs are like morphing together and they're like actually expanding on the game, not just
Exactly. They were
sometimes you can
actual
use it.
expansions. Especially Showtime and Late Night. Those two go so hand in hand.
I'm surprised they weren't one pack.
Yeah, honestly. Part of me feels like they actually could have been.
Oh, 100%. You would, though I really like what is it? Something Shores. Starlight Shores.
Like I said, I got them out of order and when I started playing all the packs were already out. So I just got what I wanted when I wanted and when I got the money for it. Which was hard because I wasn't working. I was a child.
Yeah.
um I think I got Showtime and Late Night at the same time. So I literally cannot distinguish what comes from which pack. I think celebrities were in Late Night
Yes, they
though.
were. Because I have late night right now. I don't have Showtime.
Okay. At
Late night
Starlight
has
was
the
Showtime.
acting. Late night has the celebrities, the apartments. I hate the celebrities in Sims 3. That's a whole
Wow.
other tangent, though.
I hate the celebrities in The Sims 4. They're insanely difficult to talk to. Literally, I cannot talk to my mother-in-law if she's a celebrity. I will marry someone and their mom will be a one-star celebrity and I can't talk to them. Like, you're my
That's what it
mother-in-law.
was in Sims 3, too.
That never happened to me in The Sims 3.
Oh, really? I have it happen all the time. Or the second you're even a little bit famous, the scandals start happening a lot, and
But even if
it's
it
so.
did, in The Sims 3, it was still easier to talk to them, especially if you had high charisma. But if you had like high any skill, you could flaunt your skill. If you were rich, you could flaunt your money. If you knew other famous people, you could flaunt them.
Yeah, that's
But in The
one of the
Sims 4,
things.
there's none of that. You can't, it's just that one button, attempt to introduce. And
Mhm.
I don't know how it works. It never works for me.
in Sims 3, if you knew the celebrity's skills or like their personal life, you could talk about certain skills that you knew they had or that they liked.
Yeah, and you could
And
lie.
yeah,
They would bring up lies. You didn't even have to tell the truth about your skills. You could brag about
exactly.
guitar skill and have literally zero guitar skill.
And one of the coolest things is that it literally you can see this like little green bar of their head like going up every time they're more impressed, and then you can have
Yeah,
normal
that's the other
conversations.
thing. I loved that because that you at least you knew where you stood.
Yeah, and that's what it that bar doesn't exist in Sims 4.
Not at all.
It doesn't
There's
exist in
nothing in
books.
Sims 4
It
for getting
needs
to know
to exist
celebrities.
books.
Wait, what did we get in fitness? Was there like the fitness stuff pack?
A rock climbing wall.
Lame. That's not like I mean, I don't know. I guess it's technically a new activity, but
But
we
it
have
gets you
rock
the same
climbing now.
skill.
Huh?
But it gets you like the same fitness skill that you already have. Yeah, you know
Exactly.
what? We have rock climbing now. Literally, everything in
And an
fitness
actual
could
rock
have been in
climbing
Mount
skill.
Komorebi Pack.
You know, I haven't tried it, but I bet the rock climbing wall, if you have whatever the hell it's called, if you have it, I bet it does not increase your rock climbing skill because they don't
You know it
intertwine
doesn't.
attacks in
You
any
know
way.
it doesn't.
Of course it doesn't. And if it was The Sims 3, it would have.
Oh yeah, it would have done it in a sec. They would have been like the first thing they thought of.
Exactly.
But once they make a new pack, they forget all the other ones.
They do.
Also, lifestyles don't do anything.
Yeah, I've never gotten a lifestyle naturally. I've cheated them and they haven't really done anything, but naturally I've never gotten one.
Also, sentiments are literally just for show.
Yeah, they don't do anything either.
They made it
You
sound like
can,
it
like,
was this big thing,
and
but
I
they're
hate
for show.
emotions in The Sims 4. I was really excited for the emotions until I realized that it's pretty much the exact same thing as The Sims 3, but everything is based on it now.
Yeah. Well, they're adding the afraid moodlet, not moodlet, emotion to base game.
Oh, they are? That's going to be based game?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't done my research into the Paranormal Pack yet. I honestly thought I heard about that, but I thought it was going to be in the pack.
I don't know why it didn't exist from the beginning. And if
I
that's the
mean,
only base game
what would
update,
scare the Sims in the beginning? Honestly, why are they adding it to base game? What is going to scare the Sims?
I mean, for kids, the monster under the bed,
That's true.
that's a big one for me because they
Because
just get
what do they
angry.
get? Do they get uncomfortable?
They get
No.
tense.
Yes, tense. That's what it
And then they
is.
don't sleep. I hate when that happens. I can't
That's
express how
so
angry
annoying.
that makes me.
And it happens like I got this one save where it happened every night, and like his mom was a prostitute, so like it would really get in the way of my gameplay.
Oh my god.
Like, why are you running in here to tell me to spray the monster under the bed? I have a client.
I know, and I just make them go sleep on the couch because I'm not dealing with it.
I've literally sold the bed and bought a new one because he would do it so much. I just sold the bed and bought a new one. It was like, you're gonna sleep in this bed then.
Though,
I don't
okay,
care.
the Mount Komorebi pack. I need to start calling it by its name. Snowy Escape. They added that bed that's literally called the Monster Free Bed, right? Does nothing.
Wow. Wow, I haven't played I never really play kids in The Sims 4.
No,
They
because
don't
it's
do
directed
anything.
for young adults.
They're useless. In
The
The
game
Sims
is
3, I love playing kids and teens. In The Sims 4, there's no point.
absolutely.
They can't even build real skills. Like you have to get to level 10 in freaking mental skill to learn
And then,
anything.
and then even if you do that, you don't gain skills any faster. In Sims 3, this
Exactly.
you did one of those things, you gain those skills so fast.
Right? You would get a skill boost as well. Like I could have my child sim play violin for 83 hours straight and they wouldn't get any better because their creativity skill is going up and not their violin skill. Why?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Also, I like how
Also,
that's what they put in for the kids. A
it's
violin.
really, what I something I don't like about The Sims 4 is that it's really polished. You can't have a poor family.
Yeah, no kidding.
You have a family in a small house, but they're not poor. Look at their stuff. They're not poor. Look at their clothes.
Yeah.
You can only have a middle class. or upper middle class, maybe lower middle class, or like rich family in
Mm-hmm.
the Sims. And all of the the dirty custom content looks so weird and out of place. It looks extremely alpha. Maybe I just haven't found the right content creators for that type of stuff, but it looks so alpha that it like breaks my immersion.
I don't really like Alpha CC.
Me neither. I like I like the stuff that's kind of a mix. Like it's
Yeah.
in between Maxis Match and Alpha because Maxis is very clay like, but the in between I feel like is a nice compromise.
Mm-hmm.
There's some in between stuff that I have. And also long alpha hairs look really weird and they like clip with the clothing, so
Oh, they did that in Sims 3 too, though.
oh, Sims 3 was really bad.
You couldn't have any long hair.
No. There I don't think Sims 3 had Maxis Match.
No, it literally
Stuff.
it was alpha or nothing.
But at the same time, Sims 3 had more selection, I feel like.
Oh yeah, I wish they'd bring back the hairstyle thing. Like we can
Especially for
create
the
a color.
time because we I look at it now and it's like who wears their hair like that? But and the time that stuff was popular. Those that style was popular. That's what people wore.
Yeah, I think
But
we
in
need
the
to
Sims
discuss how.
4,
Sorry,
even for its time, who wears the stuff in the Sims 4? A lot of it is like really bad
mm-hmm.
and ugly.
They okay. Sims 3, you could like change the color of literally anything.
Yes, I love
People
that.
keep claiming in Sims 4 that's not possible to add in because there's already too much stuff. I disagree.
They literally just added a color selector, didn't they?
In well, it's not a color selector, but in the makeup thing, you can drag the hue, which changes the color.
They should have just added a color wheel because I don't understand hue. I don't know I wanted to try I was trying to get a black lipstick
Mm-hmm.
yesterday and I couldn't figure out which way to put the hue and the brightness and everything to make it black.
I know. I'm happy they added the opacity, but like, if they can do that for that,
Yeah,
why can't they do that for hair?
exactly.
Or like, make a blonde to black scale and then like a pastel scale
Or can we at least get a black that's actually
and
black
not
and not
blue.
blue
Blue,
and a golden blonde that's looks like someone would actually have that growing out of their hair because there
not
are
the
people who have
yellow.
golden blonde hair, but it doesn't look like that.
No, The Sims is yellow.
Yeah, that's yellow. That's not golden blonde. That's yellow. It's disgusting. I
Tell them
hate it. I hate it here.
we're good at this.
Wait, we didn't have an intro. We forgot to do an intro. We just started talking.
What could our intro be?
I don't know.
Hey, welcome to TaurusTalks. This is not about zodiac signs.
This is going to take a long time to edit. Oh my God.
Good thing it's not my problem.
How are we going to end our podcasts, our videos?
We don't even have an intro. How are we gonna get an outro? We could have that like a really calm, like, hey, this is TaurusTalks.
You need to do the intro because I can't take myself seriously doing intros and stuff.
Okay, I'll do it. Should I do it right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, this is TaurusTalks, the show that's not about zodiac signs.
You sound so stupid. Stop. When's your birthday? Why? My brain is saying either May 5th or May
I
11th,
hate
and I
you.
don't know why.
May 5th.
I don't know where May 11th came from because I knew it was like May 5th, but
Cinco de Mayo.
okay, we have to do an outro now.
Yeah, you can handle that one.
Huh?
I think that should be it. I think that should be it. Aww.
Huh? Okay, that's it. We're done.
Oh my god, wait, that could be it. That's it, we're done.
That's it. We're done. Bye.